Hi friends, thank you so much for joining me for Restorative Yoga class. This class is meant to restore your nervous system and completely help you to unwind from a stressful day. It is a great way of finishing your day to get ready for a good, restful sleep. For this class, you might need, or I would recommend to have 2 blocks, a bolster and blanket. However, if you don't have it, you can have a few thick blocks, at some point even chair. Like the first position, you can just put your legs on top of the chair. That would completely work. And this bolster could be substitute a few blankets or a few pillows. So before we start, I would like you to pause the video, get all the props you need, and then maybe get a few candles going and maybe some incense that it's nice and makes you feel calm. You can also have an eye mask, because when I put you in the pose, you will be holding it for 5 to 10 minutes sometimes, and it's really just relax, doing nothing, just allowing yourself to do nothing. So get your place situated, make sure that it feels like a sanctuary for you. Just really spoil yourself, whatever that means to you, and let's meet back here. So once you have it, we'll start in cross-legged seated position first, just with some centering and breath work. Since I do have a bolster, I will sit on my bolster this time. You can have your legs crossed, or you can extend your legs forward. And then you can have your palms down for grounding yourself, or if you would like to reconnect with yourself after a long day, I highly recommend you to maybe put your hands on top of your heart, one hand on top of your heart, one hand on top of your belly. And here, just close your eyes and soften your gaze. Start reconnecting with your breath. And just see how your body feels right now. On your next inhale, scan your body from your head to toes. And see if there's any tension. Maybe you're shrugging your shoulder towards your ears. Soften your shoulders. Maybe you're clenching your jaw. Create some space between your teeth to relax your jaw. Maybe you're creating fists in your hands. Open your hands. See how your hips feel, your lower back. If you feel any tension anywhere else in your body, maybe your ankles. And then using your exhale as a way of relaxing, softening, releasing anything that doesn't serve you on your mat at this moment. Same thing you can do with any unwanted thoughts. Maybe you're still thinking what happened before this class started. Let it go. Just bring yourself back into your body, bring yourself back into your breath. You're not able to do anything about it right now, so just allow yourself to be here. Honor this time for you. And in order to help you with that, we'll go through a breath work. We'll go through a box breathing, which is really useful when you feel anxious, when you are not able to stop thinking about something, when you're constantly on go, and it's really hard for you to unwind. So hopefully this will help. Sometimes it takes longer to do for some individuals. So if you find that the breathwork is not working, again, I will pause the video for a little bit and then just take it as long as you need to get to the point where you just feel a little bit more at ease. So we'll inhale through your nose on count of 4. Hold your breath on count of 4. Exhale through your nose on count of 4, and then hold your breath on count of 4. And we'll guide you through it. And then I will just be telling you inhale, exhale without counting it. So you have some silence moments there. So open your mouth, release all the air out from your lungs, from your belly. Close your mouth. Inhale to your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 1. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. You can come back to your natural rhythm of your breath, and you can take a few more breaths like that, following your own rhythm. And just see how you feel. It's my favorite breath work. Sometimes it just takes a bit longer, a little bit more rounds of that, but you have one tool to work with if you need it. All right. So hopefully you already have your props ready. If not, again, pause the video, get yourself situated. So I already have set up blocks here. You're gonna start. So the block has 3 different levels. So this is the lower level, middle level, the tallest level. If you're just starting, I would probably start with lowest level, and then if it doesn't feel like enough, you can always switch it. You need to feel at ease. That's the point of the class. No extra effort. Let the gravity take over the postures. There's no effort for you whatsoever. Your only effort use is to relax in those postures. And if it doesn't feel relaxed, you might need more pillows, you might need more props. But I wouldn't try to get into the posture as long as you feel at ease. That's where I would stay, but I would not stay in the posture that I know, like, oh my God, like my leg feels weird, my arm feels weird. So even though I'm showing you this, every person is built differently. So you just need to make sure that it works for you. Yeah. So something to remember. All right. So I am going to go for middle level today. And then you can use the bolster or pillows or anything that feels a bit firmer, or you can bring a chair. And then I roll out my towel. You can use towel. I roll out my blanket to support my bum, my spine, and my head. So I will go across, sit in the middle of the blanket, and then just scooch towards the bolster, bring my leg up, and then have the blanket be along the side of my spine, and then my head is also supported by the blanket. And then you can have eye mask if you like, and then extend your arms to either side. Feel free to wiggle side to side a little bit just to get situated. Maybe put a blanket over you if it's colder where you are at. And then just allow yourself to relax into this posture. We'll be here for 10 minutes. Very nice. Slowly. So coming back to yourself. Maybe reach your arms up and overhead. Give us a little bit of stretch here. And then see if you can go to one side. Lower your legs down. Outside of the bolster. Roll over to one side. Remove the blanket. And then you can stay here for a little bit in your fetal position. From here, we'll be stretching our side body. If you like, you can bring your knees towards your chest a little bit, line out on your back, give yourself a little bit of movement side to side, massaging. And then we'll be using a bolster blanket and 2 blocks. So I will be facing you. So your knees will be together, your inner thighs will be together. This is where I like to put blanket between my knees just to soften it. And then my glutes gonna be on the floor. I'm moving the bolster to support my side body. And then I will use one block to support my head and the other to reach forward with my arm. So the level of the blocks will be individual to every one of you. So again, play around with it and see what works for you. If you have 2 bolsters or another pillow, you can use, instead of block, a pillow underneath your head to support it. So I'm sideways. I'm gonna lie down sideways, extend my arm, and my shoulder is gonna be on the floor. And then I am going into the lowest level of the block, and then I will reach my arm over. And then depends how much you want to stretch your side body. It depends like how far away you want to reach it. So closer to block is to your head, the less stretch you will feel. Farther away, and then you can also play around with the height of the block. If you don't want to be stretching it, you can just have your hands down and just relax here. In that case, maybe use a pillow. Pillow definitely will feel better. All right, we'll be here for 5 minutes. I'm just gonna move the clock because I didn't see them. All right. So 5 minutes, enjoy.
Tummy slowly coming out of this posture. Lower your hands down for a little bit. Make yourself a few circles if it feels something feels stiff or stuck, or sometimes it's move. So if you need to stretch certain way before we enter the other side, you can. I don't enjoy lying on this block. I do have meditative pillows. I'm using the pillow instead of that. And also you can just roll over to the other side and just set up. I don't want to be facing you back with my back towards you, so I'm just gonna flip over. But as I said, I'm gonna do some adjustments because I didn't enjoy having the block under my head. So I do have a pillow that I will use. But you set up however you like. So again, you sit in front of the bolster, sideways, having a blanket, and then just make whatever adjustment works. Extend the arm, so my shoulder's on the floor, extending the arm, using softer pillow, and then reaching my arm over. And another 5 minutes here. This is much better. I'll be slowly coming out of this posture. Take your time. Remove the props to the side for a little bit. Let's go on your hands and your knees. Let's do a few getting cows just to stretch our back. So as you inhale, drop your belly down. Exhale. Feel free to wiggle around. A few more times. And just see what else feels that needs to be stretched. So this stretching, I'll be showing you how we gonna enter into supported child's pose. If you're new to this, I would highly recommend you to go with a higher level of props. You can always lower it down to a middle level and lower level if the highest level is not gonna feel the best. If you know that your feet hurts, top of your feet hurts, in your child's pose, you can put a blanket underneath your feet and then put a bolster or pillows over it. You can also just like create a bunch of blankets this shape. It's look like a ramp almost. So connecting your big toes together, having your knees wider, and then I like to really come as close to the bolster as possible. And then having my head underneath the farther bolster. And some people like to hold the block. Some people like to have their hands in between. Sometimes hands along the side. I will let you know when we're halfway through so you can switch to other cheek. Some people like to go down here. Up to you. Again, make sure you feel comfortable. If for some reason you feel lots of pressure in your back of your body, you can put another blanket between your hamstrings and your calves, which will help you to soften. So let's say if I have another bolster, I would put it between so then I can sit on it and take some of the pressure off from my calves or my legs. I know some yogis have problem with child's pose, so again, prop yourself up as much as you need to take on feeling. You just allow yourself to rest in your beautiful posture. pull off with your cheek to the other side. About halfway through. Next. Good evening. Take your time. You can probably leave as it is. The bolster will be entering our second last posture, inclined ankle. For those who have hard time to do back bends, I'll just do this first, see how it feels, and then if it feels like you can go deeper, you can always remove the blocks. So I would highly recommend this one for those who starts. So it's exactly the same setup as for child's pose. We're just gonna go into lower level, so middle level of the yoga block, lower level, and then you will pull the bolster. Some people like to fold the blankets and have their head more supported here. And then I am going to bring an extra blanket. Just because this is the posture where you might fall asleep. Why not? So you're sitting in front of it, and then you can just allow yourself to get as close to it as possible. I'm not really used to having the blocks underneath it because I'm usually doing it without a block. So I know for some men or people who have back issues, this could be a little bit better variation. But for me, the blocks actually bothers me. So I'm going to remove them. And it's okay to try both ways. Again, you only know which one feels better for you. So I'm removing the blocks, having the bolster a long way, using the blanket to support my head. And then I know people tend to open their legs out, press their feet together, If you're doing that option, if you're not extending your legs, put the blocks underneath your knees so your nervous system is actually relaxing. Again, you can use whatever level works, how much you want to feel that. If the blocks won't be there, gravity is going to be pulling you down and you might stretch more than you actually want to. So the blocks will hold it into place. And then if you want, you can have an additional blanket that will help you to just get comfortable. So this is my setup, just so you see. And I don't put a blanket over. We'll be here for less than minutes. Well, I'll let you know when we're halfway through. So if you want to move to classic Shavasana, where you move all the props to the side and just lie down flat, you can. Or if you just need to remove some of the props to feel better, comfortable, so I'll let you know. Just relax, enjoy this posture. Your bum is on the floor, your lower back and your head is supported. If you feel like your arms are hanging, you can put another blocks or something else underneath your forearms, just like in movie theater, and just allow yourself to receive the benefits of this beautiful shape. Slowly entering our Shavasana. If this feels nice for you, feel free to stay in this shape. If you maybe need to extend your legs or remove any props underneath you to feel a bit more comfortable, you can make any changes that feels good for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hopefully you feel a little more refreshed and restored. Feel free to stay in your Shavasana longer if it allows you to. Thank you again for sharing your time with me, for spending your time with me. Wishing you a beautiful rest of your evening. Till next time.